Hey guys, it's Maymay, and check these out. We got these paper mache items in a little while ago, and you guys bought this guy up like crazy. We've already reordered him a couple of times. He's super, super fun. And we got this little book that I think is so cute. Today, my project is going to feature this little guy. By the way, when you go onto the site and you look, we also have him in a smaller size, kind of half. So if you don't want quite so big, you can get a smaller one. Okay, I want to play with these. I have an idea for this guy and for this one, but this one's going to come in a future video. I took one of these to my granddaughter so they can make a little treasure box, and they had so much fun, and I think we will too when we get to this one. But let's start with our little house. I want to turn this into a recipe box for my kitchen. I'm doing gingerbread, and I think it'll be perfect and easy, okay? Because check this out. So this little lid opens and it leaves you all this space inside of here. And here we have our little roof pitch already done. And back here, we have our little backside already done for us, right? For gingerbread, because it's the right color. Except I think it needs a little bit of edging, right? We want it to look a little bit like a cookie. And let me show you something. Can you see that little bit of color right there? I did a little test to see if it was going to work. And you can see that edge. You'll see it over here when I get done with this, but I'm using cookie dough. Doesn't that make the perfect sense? So we're just going to grab some cookie dough ink, and I'm using a brush. I don't want this super harsh, so I'm just kind of brushing over the edges. And another thing I'm trying not to do is get too deep into the project, meaning not come down too far in, because I'm going to be doing the gingerbread kind of outlining with a white paint pen. And I really don't want the brown ink to smear into my white. And I did test that too, and it seems to be working just fine. But I'm going to go around and see if I can really accentuate those edges. See how that really works. And the more you add, the darker it'll get. So this is going to be a little time consuming because I'm going to run around this whole little guy and do this. So why don't I ink him all up and we'll get right back together. So I thought that was going to take me longer than it did, but honestly, the place you spend the most time is here on the lid because we have more lines there. My lights are really blowing this out, but can you kind of see the color changing? I think you can really see it in this area on the edges. It really makes it pop. And I did do the bottom as well. Now, as I've been working, I've been thinking, I really do want the inside to be really cute as well, right? So I think what I'm going to do is take the time to cover this with some cardstock. I'm going to be using the Bacon Spirits Bright because it's got the cutest gingerbread theme. Let me show you. See all the little gingerbread in it? I think that'll be cute to do on the inside. So I'm going to pick what I want to put inside there just to make the inside cheerful. So I like this page. I think it'll really brighten it up. I think I'm going to do one color in the bottom and one in the top. So I want this in the top. Let's do some measuring. So inside there, it looks like 3 inches by 7 3/4, but I'm going to trim it back a little bit. I think I'm going to do 7.5 by 2 3/4. I'm going to do that twice. See how cute that'll be inside there? I'm going to glue this piece here and the other one there. So a lot of you guys know that I was in Texas last week with my grandchildren. And so crafting, we crafted a lot, by the way. And so crafting is kind of kiddie right now. So if I'm a little messy on my table, it's because I've gotten kind of used to that. Because we made big, crafty messes. Look how cute that is. I love that. I am going to avoid putting paper here on this lip because it is made perfectly to fit on top of this one. And so I don't really want to build any bulk there. So we'll just be placing pieces in around. Let's put the other one on. See, that really brightens up the lid. I like that. I may come back and do this side, but I want to see how much of this cardstock I can put in here first because I really like this check and I want to see if I can make it work. I'm not sure I can. I'm not sure I have enough, but I might. Let's see. So I was able to squeeze it out, but in order to do it, here's how I'm going to have to put my paper, which I'm okay with. I'm going to have a piece that goes just under that lip there. And then I'll be able to cover all 4 sides. So I'll still have a little bit of the gingerbread color here, but that won't bother me. It'll still look cute and it'll be a little brighter. Just a little something in there. I don't think I'm going to cover the bottom. I'm going to cover that up with recipe cards and things. And I may even do a little editing inside of here because of the size. Let me show you how big this guy is. So a 4x6 recipe card would end up about here. And then if I made my dividers about 1/2 inch wider, you see I still have 1 inch of space. And I was thinking with the roof pitch like it is, I might have a space to put like a pencil in there or something. And that way, whenever I keep extra recipe cards, I could write. So we may make something to hold a pen or something. We'll see how that goes when we get to the inside. But let's go back to the outside, which is going to be my favorite. So I'm going to be using a paint pen, and it's one of these from Colorista. There's a white one in this pack, which I was really excited to see. Plus, I want a little bit of red. I don't know where I'm going to do it, but I want to show you something. If you need inspiration, look at this paper pack. There's lots of little gingerbread houses you could choose from to kind of mimic, and look at them here. Also, if you want to draw little gingerbread people, or you could use our gingerbread stamp set would be cute with this. I'm just looking to see if there's one I just really, really love. So this cut apart has all three of them here. So what I may do is just use all three of them as my inspiration and just kind of mix it up. Now, I am not good at drawing, and I'm not good at thinking outside the box. I'm good at looking at something and kind of mimicking that. So if you are, this is going to be right up your alley. I really love the little scallopy roof. I don't know how well I will do that. Honestly, I'm not even sure if I should do the scallop here or if I should do the straight because of the straight lines. But the scallop is really, really cute. So I'm going to draw and play. So with my paint pen, by the way, I want to show you something. This is one of those you have to prep, right? And I prepped it on my glass mat. This paint pen is so good. When that dried, I had to scrape it off the glass. It wouldn't just wipe off like it is now. So if you use your glass mat to prep it, be sure you go ahead and wipe it off. All right, let's get to playing. Let's just see what we come up with. I think obviously this needs some kind of little scallop here. This is where I get nervous. Also, in my practice, I realized I'm going to have to do 2 coats of this pen, and that doesn't bother me. I want it to be, as bright as I can make it. So I will come back, even though you can see it pretty good on camera. Once it dries, it's going to dry back a bit, and I will come back and do a second coat. Have you ever made a gingerbread house before? This is going to be significantly easier. I can already tell. Significantly easier than baking and piping bags and all of that good stuff. Also, if you feel like I'm being super brave, I'm just going straight on to it with the pen, and you don't want to try that, just use a pencil and make yourself some pencil marks. But I feel like it's supposed to look like frosting, and so I can always make it thicker or thinner. Word of advice, don't do this in bright lights. It's hard to see. When I look at the camera, I can see what I'm doing, but when I look at this, I'm not seeing it as well because the lights are blowing it out. So you don't need a lot of bright light to get this done. So I think I'm going to stop on the top there for now. We may come back and add some little things, but I think that looks super cute. And now I'm going to do the bottom. Gotta decide where I want my door. Do I want it in the middle? I think I do because of that little dormer. So we'll do that in the middle. And this is where I'm really going to draw from these pictures because I'm not real good at this. I like this one with the little stoop, but I don't know if this is tall enough for a stoop, but does it matter? It's my house, right? We can do what we want. There you go, guys. That is my little recipe box. We'll look at it on all sides. I could do so much more. I could keep going, but I could be here all day too. But I really think it turned out cute. And I like the little bit of red on the front. And I can't wait to put this in my kitchen. It's going to be super cute. Now, I think I'm going to do a part 2 for what's going inside of this guy because I really do want to make it where I can use it year after year. And I want to fill it up with recipes that are our favorite every holiday. I think that'll be cute. And I really want to make another one. So I was sitting here as I was working, I was thinking, where else could I use this? So we have a family Christmas party where we do the game called Dirty Santa, where you open a gift and you exchange it back and forth. This would be so cute for that. It's handmade, it's affordable, it would still fit in the price range, and I could decorate it any way I want. And I could even add, like, I don't know, family names or something, and then put family recipes inside. I think that'd be a super cute way to do it. So I feel like I may do that. So if you're in my family, hope you didn't listen, but if you did, you might want to get this gift, right? So all right, that is part 1. I am going to do a part 2 so I can show you what I'm doing inside. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And I'll say this because I bet you're watching going, I would do things different. I would next time too. I think I would do a little more planning, a little more sketching out than I did. But, we live and learn, and why not just play a little bit when you can? And I thought it was super fun. All right, you guys, until next time, bye now.